Hello and welcome to Linear Equations Review video number 1. Today we're going to work through 4 problems of things that you've learned before, but are going to be helpful to refresh your memory so that you can work through the problem sets. Make sure you pause the video here and copy down these 2 examples. Make sure you're copying down all these words so that you're understanding what it is the problems are asking. Pause. Okay. Now to actually solve this, anytime we're doing a linear equation, we need 2 things. We need m and we need b. That's the guiding principle every time we're doing a linear equation. In this one, they give us the slope. That is rise over run. That is b. That is m. What we need to find is b. So we know this relationship works. Y equals mx plus b. Here we have an x and a y. And we have an m from over here. So we can just start plugging things in. -1 is our y, m is 3, 2 is our x, plus b. So -1 equals 6 plus b. If I subtract 6, that gives me -7. So here's my b value, and now I can write the actual equation, y equals 3x minus 7. Now in this one, they don't give me the slope. I have to figure out the slope, but they tell me 2 points. The slope formula you should definitely write down and put a box around. Slope is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Make sure that you get that in your notes. x1, y1, x2, y2. For us, 4 minus -6, we're always subtracting, over 3 minus -2. When we have a problem like this with a minus and negative, we add the opposite. That gives me 10 over 5, which is 2. So that is the slope. I still have to find b, but we're just like the problem we were in before. I could use either of these points to find b. I'm going to use this one because they're not negatives. My y value is 4. My m I just figured out was 2. My x is 3. Plus b, minus 6, that gives me -2. So here's my -2. So now I can write my final answer, y equals 2x minus 2. Okay, I have 2 more examples. Please copy these ones down as well. Go ahead and pause the video to write these examples down. Pause. Make sure you're writing all the words. And play. Now the difference here is that we have the word perpendicular. Perpendicular slopes are always going to be opposite sign reciprocals. So if one's positive, the perpendicular slope is negative and vice versa. And we're always dealing with reciprocals. So if it's perpendicular to this line, that means it has a perpendicular slope that this slope has. This slope is -5. So my slope needs to be the opposite sign, so it's positive, and the reciprocal of 5, which is 1/5. Now I still need a b. I can do like I did in the last problem, actually in problem number 1. Here's my x, here's my y. Y equals m x plus b. I just have to remember how to multiply fractions together. Remember this is 10 over 1. I could multiply tops times tops and bottoms times bottoms, or I could cross cancel first, which I see these will both divide by 5, so I can divide by 5. Now 1 times 2 is 2, and 1 times 1 is 1, so it's over 1, but I don't really even need to write that. So my answer is y equals 1/5 x plus 2. So this will be perpendicular to this line, and it'll go through this point. Last problem. Write the equation of a line that is perpendicular to the line that goes through these points. So again, I first need to figure out the slope. Oops, x1, y1, x2, y2. I first need to figure out this slope, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, which is 5 over 3. So my slope must be the opposite sign reciprocal. So the slope that I need is -3/5. Now I'll use that here with either of these points. Let's use this one. So y equals mx plus b. My y is -4. My m I found is -3/5. My x is 3 plus b. Now this multiplies, that's just going to be -9/5 plus 9/5 plus 9/5. And here's where some people struggle because they don't know how to do -4 plus 9/5. We'll come over here on the side. -4 plus 9/5. Remember, I'll need a common denominator. Let's make them both fifths, because this one's already fifths. Oops, put that upside down. So we'll go times 5 times 5. That gives me fifths on the bottom and 20s in the top, which now when I subtract it gives me -11/5. So that is my b value. Okay, and here we go. So my final equation, y equals -3/5 x minus 11/5. I hope this helps you with your problem set. Good luck.